Hi, Jason Spangler, the Santee Swapper. Wanted to film a quick video and just talk a little bit about CarolinaOA.com. This is a website that myself, along with Hank Birdsong and Rick Horn, built several years ago. And the idea we had was pretty simple. There are so many stories in scouting memorabilia that each lodge has, and we thought we could build a website where people from each lodge could share those stories. Maybe it would be just the news of what's happening, the new issues that have just come out this past weekend. Maybe it's some of the old stories of why this patch was created, what were the restrictions, what's the story, how come it has that design, what weird bizarre thing happened when the patches got thrown in the dumpster. Oh yeah, there's those stories in Carolina OA. And so that was kind of the original idea of the website, and it really launched, got off to a quick start. We had recruited sort of lodge editors in each lodge, almost each lodge, and they were feeding us stories. But of course, as these things kind of go, when you have this sort of collaboration effort, it was hard to keep the pace up. Not everybody was able to submit stuff. Maybe some people got busy in life and just kind of burned out on the idea. And so for the last couple of years, the website has kind of grown a little bit stale. We've had some updates, but not very many. So talking to Rick and Hank about what we could do to kind of bring some new life into Carolina OA, what we basically decided is we're just going to open it up. You know, the idea of Carolina OA is that people share information about their lodges, about their patches, about what's going on in the memorabilia hobby, mostly in North and South Carolina. That would be SR5 mostly, and of course SR7B, Cardinal Conclave. And so instead of having sort of identified lodge editors that we lean on, we basically decided we're just going to open it up. We're going to take those names off, and anybody who is willing to throw their name in the hat and help us participate, we're glad to have you. And of course, what we'll do is recognize the author of any blog posts. We'd like to include your picture on the blog post, and of course your name and what lodge you're from, just to kind of make it a little bit more wide open, community-based effort. So we've, you know, there's some story in there about the definition of doing something, you keep doing it the same way over and over. That doesn't make any sense. We just sort of decided that the model that we originally came up with Carolina OA was a great idea. Just the way we were actually trying to execute the idea wasn't clicking, wasn't working. And really, honestly, there are a lot of younger guys in the hobby that are very gung-ho, very interested. Even my own lodge, I know a guy who's like 18 years old, and he's pointing out to me variations and differences in patches that I'd never noticed. And so I'm sure in other lodges there's younger guys that are probably a little more into the social media, a little bit more into the internet, and they would be willing to kind of share some of this stuff with us. And so this is kind of an open call to you, no matter what lodge you are in that covered SR5, SR7B. We dipped down into Georgia with Tomochichi Lodge in Savannah that is now merged, Bob White Lodge of the Georgia-Carolina Council that's headquartered in Augusta, Georgia. So anyways, that's my pitch. The pay is very good. You can make a lot of money working as a free editor for Carolina OA and as a free contributor. It's just a community effort. Again, nobody's making money off of this. We don't even run any ads or anything on the website. It's just kind of a service to the hobby, really, and it's a passion of a lot of us collecting memorabilia in these areas in the Carolinas. I just so happen I collect all of the lodges that are covered in the website. Not so much the brand new issues. I've kind of slowed down on that, but I've got a great collection of the older ones. Of course, Hank Birdsong, he's grew up in Wahissa, but also is well known in Solly Lodge over in Asheville, where he's lived for a number of years. Rick Horn, who's from Greensboro, great historian of the Order of the Arrow in North Carolina. You need to go read his history book he did for the Centennial of the OA on Lodge 70. It's fantastic. And Rick's done a bunch of classes and stuff at the Cardinal Conclave on the history. So just great collaborators we have. We just want to share the history because not a lot of people know, and sometimes if you don't put it out there, if you don't share the stories, then they kind of get forgotten and fade away, and that'd be a shame. So it doesn't have to be that way. This is the internet, right? It's free to post information, share information, so we just like to do that. So if you're interested, reach out to us on CarolinaOA.com. There's a link there to contact the editor. I'll catch those emails and be glad to respond to you. But essentially all we're looking for is just to email us a short blog post with an image that we can post, and we'll put it up there and give you credit for it and just kind of kickstart things again. So if you have ideas, special things you want to see done, special checklists you want to see, or changes to the website, again, send us feedback. We'd love to see it. We just want to get some energy going with the website because it has been kind of laying low for a couple of years, and that's a shame. So thank you very much. Again, Jason Spangler, the Santee Swapper for Carolina OA.